They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Checks with the projectile. Deftly shuts out the jumper. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Player one pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Jump in finds the mark. All right. Did this super art connect? Oops, they were anticipating that super art. Player one doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Both fighters are trying to decide their next move. Player one is gonna have to wait for that drive gauge. Can they stick it out? Each hit is so aggressive cleanly. Player one takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Blocks the low heavy. Projectile to try and change the situation. You know their fireball game is solid because they're only throwing it when their opponent can't jump them. The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. Takes a trip. The exchange fires off the Shinku Hadouken. Now, can they finish the job? That combo just goes for it at this range. Brace of hits, we're gonna see it range. Player two is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. The low kick hits. Low heavy. There's a drive impact. Gut punch shreds him. Oh man, this is a scary. Tries to make something happen with an overdrive arc. Bends it on the fireball. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? It's time for both fighters to lay it all on the line. Gets carried to the corner. Places them into the corner and will now look to do some damage. Goes airborne! Player two needs to take advantage of this gauge dispense. Blocks the low kick. Flank burns out.
This the line.
Seeing that Shogeki to push forward? Checking with the fireball. How will they react? Okay, here we go. Goes all in with the uppercut. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Player, here comes the boom! Oh, come on, kid. What a sick punish counter!
You win. Round one.
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Presses for a reaction with a fireball. Parries the projectile. Saw the projectile easily. They'll want to be careful of positioning here while on the lookout for more projectiles. Lots of aggression from both sides. Gets a chance with that jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Player two chases them down. Sticks the combo. Will this super art connect? That's how you do it. When you've got that super art gauge, you've just gotta use it. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. KO! Player one picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Shoots off a fireball up close. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. Player one can build off this lead. Time to sit on the lead. Time to reassess the situation. Drive rush to keep it going. Closes the distance. Ooh, lands a rising uppercut. Just goes for it at this range. Both fighters planning something? How will they manage their drive gauges? That's a big gap. Who's going to close it? Both of our combatants are cooking up something. Player one will need to play it conservative until their drive reflex springs forward with the drive rush. Player two knew the throw was coming. Knockdown and forward rush. rush. Anti-air in the clutch. Threads it cleanly. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. The first round begins. No time to save that stuff for nationals. It's time to go all in. Changes the pace with an air-to-air. They're on the lookout for jump-ins. Starts off zoning with fireballs. Oh, on dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Parries the projectile. Now what's the follow-up? Saw the projectile easily. They'll want to be careful of positioning here while on the lookout for more projectiles. This is a real back and forth match we're seeing. They definitely know what the other is capable of. Both fighters decide to reset the pace and assess the situation. Player goes for the super art? Taking stock. Manages to block the jump-in attack. Blocks the low heavy, and tucked under his drive impact to close the round. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Stops the attack by using a drive parry. Blocks the low heavy. Checks him with the projectile. Player 1 kept their drive gauge topped off through that round and still took the win. Guess they didn't need it. We have a super art on deck. Expect to see way more pressure here. Player 1 has the life lead. Can they use it? There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. Luke springs forward with the drive rush. Both fighters planning something? Flawless round. They got him so quick.
Luke.
Player 1 took no time to finish that fight.